Just not clicking on my first video and being like, who are you? Like, what do you do? Like, so I am a nutritionist, trainer, and I have my own private gym. It's located here in Washington, Richland, Washington, where I grew up, and I'm just trying to build this empire that my heart is set on building. We got 20. Don't even think about it. Arm straight. Good job.
Yay!
Yay, I got it. So, I have decided to start video blogging. I've been watching a lot of videos on how to do it because I'm like, how do I video blog? What do I talk about? Like, watching a video with Amanda Bucci. I think that's how you say her last name. It's Bucci. But she is a online coach and she's a competitor. She's in powerlifting. She owns her own business. She's got it all. And so I'm very big on finding someone who has what you want and someone who is very successful in the career choice that you've chosen to go with, and you just watch them, you follow them, you mock them. I mean, obviously be yourself, but do the things that they do, like meditating and taking that little time for yourself in the morning, writing in your journal, having a planner. Like, those things are what I mean by, like, do the things that they do that's gotten them to where they are now. And so I was watching a video of hers. She was talking about how she went from, just an average 23-year-old to someone who's making a six-figure income. And I'm like, wow, like living life on your terms while helping others become healthier and be a better and stronger version of themselves. That is the career path that I'm on, and that's what I want, to make an income while making an impact. And so I was watching a video, and she's like, if you're scared, just do it. Just do it. Just start. You don't have to have the best templates. You don't have to have everything together. Like, you start, and you just be dirty. Like, you're gonna have crappy template your first time. You're not gonna have the best business plan, but you'll never know if you don't try, and you'll never learn if you don't try. So I'm going to take her advice from that video, and I'm going to do what I feel like. So I'm going to take her advice, and I'm going to do what I've been wanting to do, and I'm just going to start, and I'm just going to do it, and that's why I'm making this video. Mike and my cousin have been telling me, like, you'd be great with video blogging, like, you are very kind and inspiring, and you've got this way with people. You can connect with them, and so, we are our own worst critic, and so you don't listen to people when they say all these positive things about you and when they believe in you, right? And so I've been kind of just putting it off, and I've been trying video blogging for the past like 2 weeks, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, how do I get it from this angle, from this angle? I'm just like, where do I start? But I kind of taken all these tips that I researched how do you video blog. And so I, have a little setup where you have good lighting, and you can get your whole face. Because when I was video blogging, and when I tried video blogging, and Mike was uploading all of my videos on the computer, this is what it looked like. I'm like, hey, like, how are you? And he's like, you don't even have your face in there. And I'm like, I don't know. So what I did was I took my phone and I put it on top of the slide that Mike has, because he took photography. He used to do photography in high school, and his whole family, they're amazing with photos and videos. And so he's got this light. Let me show you. He's got this light, and I'm like, wow, this makes my face look so good. But watch. So I'm going to take this off the light. And you see that? So, isn't that cool? But, Kyri breaks everything, and so I kind of broke the little case that goes on in front of the little light bulbs. And so, that's no bueno, right? But anyways, so you can even make it brighter. Look at that. It's a little too bright. But I just go like that, and I just put my phone right there. And so voila, it works for now. I mean, until I can get a little speaker for my phone and better equipment to video blog. So bear with me. And you know, today's my first day of doing this and actually really trying, and I'm gonna actually have Mike upload these, and I'll be like, okay, let's make the video. Let's do my first video. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I started my fitness journey about 4 or 5 years ago. I was very unhealthy, and I have 2 little girls, Micah and Parker, and they're hilarious. Micah is 8 and Parker is 5. And so after having them, you know, I was always a little bit heavier in high school. Out of high school, I was about 160 pounds, you know, no working out, just drinking a lot, partying, not taking care of myself, not having any type of structure, you know, getting 2 hours of sleep, just drinking more vodka than water. I was very unhealthy. And then I had my firstborn, and although I took the drinking out of my life for a little bit, and I took the partying out of my life, and I became a mom, I still was very unhealthy up here. I suffer with borderline personality disorder and severe anxiety, PTSD, and all those play a huge role in nutrition and training. So if you're not clear and happy up here, all this is not going to follow very well. And I went through that, so I've done every type of diet. I have starved myself. I have made myself throw up. I have gone through all of it. And I never want anybody to go through that, and I think that's why I chose this career path. But it wasn't when I started. Oh, I should not do that. I should not tap. When I start talking and I start getting emotional, I tap things, and then, sorry. Anyways, my fitness journey or my choice to go into all this, with coaching and training and being and having my own gym, that wasn't my career choice when I started. And it just kind of fell into that, which is really cool. You find your passion and it turns into a career. I mean, it's a pretty, you know, but it's a happily ever after because it's not done. Anyways, I went to my cardiologist after I had my baby. After my pregnancy, I did get very depressed. I went through postpartum. I ate very bad. My weight shot up very high. I mean, it was like 200. And finally, I went to go see my cardiologist after my youngest was born. And he sits me down and he's like, look, I don't know what to tell you, and these words are really going to just stab you in the heart, but I don't know how else to say it because you're not listening to me. But if you don't take care of your health now and you don't start, you will not see your daughters walk down that aisle or graduate. And as a mom, you don't want to hear that, you know, like I have this choice of becoming healthier and being there for my girls, or just being like, no, that's not real. Like, I'm not gonna just, you know, I'm not gonna die that early. Like, I'm only 20 something years old. Like, I'm healthy. And so hearing that was a stab in my heart, and I'm like, I gotta get my shit together. And so I hired a coach who was based out in Salt Lake City, and we did everything online for the next 4 years. She was amazing. She's great. She followed more of that if it fits your macros approach. And so I made a lot of progress because, when your body stops, when your body starts doing something that it's never done before, so like lifting, eating healthy, getting in the rest, drinking water, all that, all this progress is just gonna happen. It's amazing, and you're just like, yeah, like heck yeah, like I got this, and then you hit a plateau, right? But anyways, she's great, and she helped me a lot. I learned a lot from her, and I think a year into it, I told her, hey, Linz, I want to do a bodybuilding show, and she's like, well, we can do it, but we have to pick a show that's like ways out because we want to do it healthy. So I was like, yeah, sure, of course, like totally agree. And so we picked a show out. I mean, I think I prepped for like 52 weeks. I started posing at like 30 weeks out, and I was just really passionate about it. I loved it, and I was like, you know what, just to make sure my heart's in it, I'm gonna go to a show that she's competing in Vegas. And I went and watched her at, I think it was Jay Cutler. I think I watched her at Jay Cutler. And I went and I flew and I watched her on stage, and that's all I went for, was just to watch her. And I just fell in love with the sport. I fell so in love with the sport. I was like, wow, look at all these people like who work so hard. They have dreams, and they're, like they challenge themselves every single day. I'm like, I'm in love. I'm in love. I love this sport already. Like, I haven't even stepped up on stage yet, and I already love it. And so I continued prepping for Las Vegas Classic that year, I think. I'm pretty sure it was. So I did Las Vegas Classic, and then I did Jay Cutler the next year, and then I think I took a break from Vegas shows, and then I did a Washington show. I did Night of the Champions, and then after that, I decided to do a powerlifting meet. After my show in Vegas, so it was. Let me think. So I did Las Vegas Classic in 2014, and then I did Jay Cutler that same year, and then I did Night of the Champions in Washington, and then I did Las Vegas Classic again, where I placed fourth in open and fifth in novice, which is kind of weird to me. But hey, I took fourth in open. And then I did a powerlifting meet, and I won a medal there. And then I did Samson Classic. So I've done one powerlifting meet and 5 bodybuilding shows. And each time I had placed higher and higher, except for this last show. This last show was just not, my mind was not in it to win it. I had 2 clients who were competing. And so I really wanted to go and support them and step on stage with them. And, I'm pretty sure I placed last, and that's okay. And that's a whole different story. But it was fun. It was fun. You'll never learn anything if you don't fail. You have to fail. You have to fall. You have to fall hard, and you learn. You learn from your mistakes. You learn from the trials and the errors. And so I would never take that show back. I learned a lot about myself and the type of coach that I want to be. And so last year, I decided to start coaching clients not on the side anymore, to do it full time. I was a nutritionist at Complete Nutrition, and I was also working as a sales associate, and I have really bad allergies. And coffee is so good. Last year, I was a sales associate and a nutritionist at Complete Nutrition. I had to follow a protocol from Top Health Coach, which was cool and everything, but it wasn't for me. It wasn't the type of like coaching that that my heart was into. I was more on like a more, I don't know how to explain it. It was just not for me. And usually when something's not for me, I just walk away. I've learned that the hard way. Don't sit there and try to make something work when your heart's not in it. And so I decided to just kind of fly off on my own and start my business. And I opened up, well, at first I was training at a gym, and it was a local gym. it was Eric's gym, Eric Agard, and he was amazing. He was great. He was fun to work with. He was really funny, and he made a lot of the days like super, 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 super fun. Um, and so my goal was to train at his gym for about a year, and then to find my own little space. And I stayed at his gym for I think 3 months because I just got that little taste of like, you know what, like this is his gym and this is his home, this is his baby. I can do this, I can have this, like, and people have their differences, and Eric and I did get along very well, but there were some differences between us and different types of training, and so it just didn't go hand in hand. It just didn't like go together. um and it wasn't bad. It wasn't like a bad difference. It was a good difference. And so I think with how many clients he had a buttload of clients. He had a lot of clients. And I'm like, one day, one day I'll change that many lives. And the gym got way too crowded. His gym got way too crowded. And so I was like, you know what? I have the finances to go and find a space of my own so that, it's not crowded here and I can take on more clients and he can take on even more clients. And so I found a little space. And when people are like this, 5 years ago, I was training out of a garage and now I have my own gym and, it's giant and I built it from the ground up. I feel like that's like I was at that bottom where I'm like, oh gosh, like this is, you know, I hope in 5 years I can say this one time I had my first gym inside of a freaking giant warehouse that was cold as fuck in the winter, and it was leaking it was leaking water so bad when it snowed for the first time that there was a huge puddle. All my stuff got wet. Um, I found this little warehouse gym out by Finley, so it's like in the middle of nowhere over there, and it took me about 45 minutes to drive there. And and like I said, I have two daughters, right? So I get up, get them ready for school, take them to school, or take my oldest to school, take my youngest with me to train, drive 45 minutes there, and then at lunch drive 45 minutes back to pick up my oldest, and then I drive all the way back 45 minutes again. And then Mike would drive over there to come pick up the girls, take them home, get them ready for bed, and I would go and train clients up until 11, midnight. And sometimes there were times where I would just sleep there, right? And it's like this warehouse, and you share it with like two other renters. There's like these guys who are making pallets, like wood pallets, and they're sitting there just banging and banging. It's so loud, and I'm like, oh my god, my head hurts. And the pallet guys came in about a month or two after I moved in. We had to build our own walls, so we spent like $700 on building these walls. And but it was what I could do with what I had. And I didn't, I wanted a more private gym for my clients, because these days there's just people are just more comfortable with training one-on-one in a very secure and private place. And so I mean, you have to climb these walls like 8 feet up to even like look in, but we didn't have a ceiling, we didn't have a roof, it was just these wooden walls, right? And so that's where I was for about, ooh, 7, 8 months. It was a long 8 months. And, Mike and I worked really hard and we did everything we could. It was very stressful. And then we had the finances, we had the money to put down on a new location. And this location we're at, I mean, it's a little bit smaller, but we got we got real big kid walls. And it's in a little plaza mall. We have like a big sign out, and so we have a big sign and we got two little signs on the side. This is a strip mall, and so it's right next to a tattoo shop, which is really cool because the tattoo artist that did this tattoo right here was 7 years ago. This was from 7 years ago. And Dayton Sawyer did this, and it's my oldest daughter's birth flower. It's got her name and her birthday. And he ended up moving in next door 3 months after we moved in. And so he actually just did this piece right here. It's my youngest daughter's birth flower with her name and her birthday. And so it's me, the tattoo shop, and then you've got a massage therapist there, and then you've got two empty little lots. And then sorry, I have a client texting me right now. I just get, yeah. and then there's a vape shop, and there's a ski shop. So it's like super like chill. It's a super chill place, and I love it. So the day that we got into the space, Mike and I, sorry, I get so emotional when I talk about this still. Mike and I got the keys to this new location, and we we're gonna go paint, and we went and bought paint at Walmart. On the way back, um, on the way back, we got in a head-on collision. And literally, I was on my Snapchat, and I was just so happy because the last location we were at was just so stressful. There was just so many problems that we were running into, and even with that, Mike and I worked so hard to try to keep it together, and it finally felt like the freedom, that freedom of like, oh God, our clients are safe. We're safe. We're at a safe location, and we have, we have an actual gym. We finally have our own little gym. And we we're driving down Court Street in Pasco. A 17-year-old. We're in our lane, and he was in his lane. And what happened was he didn't yield to us, and he turned really fast into our car. It hit our car head-on collision, and I ended up breaking numerous ribs on this side. My sternum was not fractured, but it was severely bruised. I broke my left toe, my baby toe. I jacked up both knees, and so I could not walk. I couldn't walk without pain for about a month or two. And so, like when you're a trainer and you make your money to pay the overhead charges and to invest in your dream even some more, you don't make your money. You can't make money by sitting on a couch screaming and crying in pain, right? You can't make money. And so it's been a rough, it was in May. It was 2 days before my youngest daughter's birthday. So it was May 4th. And he was at fault, and we're still going through the insurance claim. And I lost my car. It was so bad that my physical my physique right now is severely like affected by it. Right now, I mean, I just sitting here, I already have pain in my neck. My weight shot up 30 pounds because when you don't have range of motion, and when you don't have range of motion, you can't, you're not moving, so you're not burning calories, right? Good thing that I had all that muscle on me to be able to burn those calories. So there's a positivity in that. Strength training helped me gain all this muscle mass that I have to burn all those calories. And so it's been a really long May, June, July, August, September. It's been a really long 5 months. But I'm ready to work. I'm ready to get work done. Good thing we had a fun for, rainy day, and Mike's been amazing. He's been working so hard just to keep the gym. And he'd even joke about it, like, you have a really expensive gym membership that you're not using. And so I'm ready to work, and I'm ready to share with you guys again the knowledge I have in health, fitness, mental health, all the stuff that goes hand in hand to be healthy. And so I guess a little bit about me. You'll learn more as you watch my videos. Oh my God, I'm always freaking dropping it. I need a tripod. Okay, there, just don't move. Where's my freaking coffee? Okay. Oh God, coffee's the best. Okay, so we've got We got a lot of plans for the gym, and I gotta just go back so that my head isn't cut off because Mike will get mad at me. Anyways. Otherwise, this is actually, blogging is really fun. It's actually really fun. This light is really makes my face look good. Okay, anyways. So there's a lot of plans for the gym. I have a business partner. Her name's Sybil. She's amazing. She's been a client of mine for over a year now, and she's wonderful, and she's really good at her job, and she has done so much for me, and she's just an amazing human, and she's never given up on me, ever. And I'm like, cry again. I'm like, waterworks. Since the accident, I can't contain my emotions in here anymore. She's been so amazing to me, and she's been nothing but great, nothing but great. And all her help and willingness to help has been just out of this world amazing. And so I love you, Sid. Thanks for never giving up. Even though I was really hard to deal with after my accident and before, a little bit before my accident when I was in prep. So what you'll be seeing from my YouTube page is a lot about nutrition, eating before and after, splitting up your calories throughout the day. I'll talk about consistency. I'll talk about training. I'll talk about resting period. I'll talk about the importance of sleep, water, keeping your mind clear when you're working out, being a mom and owning my own business and how we do it. I'll share basically everything that I've learned for the past 5 years with all my knowledge and all this. I will be openly sharing it for free with you guys. So I'm really excited about that. And then there's gonna be a lot of video diaries for my clients too. Ones that are willing to do it. And you'll get to know all my clients. You'll get to see the gym. You will get to see a day in the life of me and my family and my gym and my kitty. I have a new coach who is based out in Vegas, and so I'm super. Ow! Don't bite me. I'm super excited about that, and she is a pro bikini athlete. So like I said earlier, if I put that clip in there, like what I said earlier was, you find someone who has what you want, you listen to them, and you let them mentor you. You listen to them, let them mentor the God of you. Okay? Anyways, so she's my coach, and you'll find out later who she is. But she is an RFPB pro. How's your boy? Good boy. And I'll start prep for Jay Cutler, which is in April, and then Salt Lake City FitCon is, I think, a week before that. I could be wrong. So I'm super excited because I've never been to FitCon, and I don't know too much about it. I just see it all over social media, and I know it's like a huge convention, and it's got all these like athletes and competitors and gym owners and just like everyone who's like super successful in the fitness industry. People are just starting out, so I'm super excited because I think I might go to that. And my goal is to take a few clients with me to kind of experience it, and then drive to Vegas to win top 3. Okay? I mean, depending on my health and how I progress from the accident. Ow! And if this cat bites my finger off or not. This is well, okay, he's got like 20 names because my kids can't make up their minds. So it's Cody, Salem, Zion, Xander, Blue, Ryder, Finger Biter. But anyways, yeah, so stay tuned because we have lots of videos coming for you, and a lot of knowledge and a lot of tips and a lot of advice on, everything. Bye. I need a selfie stick.
I haven't fallen over yet.
But that'll be fun.
We just got done training clients and we are going
And we're